of course, we can't forget our brother Habib here. Halal gang, we're here. Habib's Corner, coming to us. Yes. Place near you. Who's going to be getting rid of all that haram music?
MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
What happened to Puffy Lz? He was seen with his sheikh and with the owners of Habib's Corner promoting their store. He has now dropped music in how many years? I don't know. You guys can say he fell off, but I respect his graceful exit and say that he's on his deen and turned to Allah. If you're living under a rock, Puffy Lz is one of the biggest stars in Toronto's hip-hop underground scene over the last few years. His come-up started a year after Moji and the Fallen Smoke Dawg dropped their track, Still, or Still by the Rabba, whatever you want to call it.
My niggas crazy online.
We still by the plaza, still moving product, moving lava. Not rocking Prada, rocking Gucci. I still slap it down on your bitch booty and fill it up with batteries.
That music video got the attention of Drake as Drake posted it on his Instagram story in 2014 and helped the video do numbers. It was uploaded and taken down multiple times since then, and the track stands around 4 to 6 million views on YouTube. There's probably way more than that over the last couple years. It probably gained 10 million views, to be honest. But this track led to Moji and Smoke Dawg getting serious recognition and fame in Toronto and the underground music scene. Puffy Lz happened to be in the same group as them, called Halal Gang. In the mid-2010s, there was a lot of eyes on the group as Puffy Lz dropped his track, Flexing.
Top Molly, hands down, ain't no guessing. 878, Awule, we stay reppin'. What you thought, I just bopped through my city? Hell nah, I'm Puffy Lz, real nigga, I ain't Diddy.
It did serious numbers. It got into the OVO playlist, and we've seen a lot of girls posting it on their Snapchat stories, a lot of parties, a lot of clubs playing it. It was just big back then. If you knew, you knew. If you remember, you remember. Later that year, Moji exposed Drake for allegedly stealing his style, his lyrics, and not getting compensated for his help.
Have you ever heard in the history of hip-hop a man that gives away his creativity and helps make Billboard hits but doesn't get paid $1 for it, one credit for it, and you're stuck in the hood? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense, but exposing these niggas will make sense. Fuck you bitch-ass niggas, it's on. Oliver's a fucking snake-ass nigga, double-headed snake-ass nigga, psychotic-looking motherfucker-ass nigga, always starting to pot, telling me you're on, I want to be at the music video shoot with Drake, they don't want me to come, all Drake's friends hate you, Drake doesn't like you, you're always starting to pot, you bitch-ass.
It was crazy. You could just imagine how wild that was back then, accusing Drake of stealing her style. He was later beaten up and hospitalized for his rebellious decision. Till this day, most fans are not sure if it was Drake's goons or if it was Halal gangs doing the attacks because they didn't want him to ruin the connection of Drake and OVO, but we're not sure and the streets are talking, but I'm not sure. If you know, maybe comment down below. In the end, OVO realized that Halal Gang didn't want to associate with Moji, and it led to Puffy Lz and Smoke Dawg getting more opportunities for themselves. In 2017, Puffy Lz and Smoke Dawg were brought on tour by Drake and also linked with Driftwood's Pressa. They released freestyles together and bonded on their trip. It later led to controversy for some of Puffy Lz's associates, but it was a good move for all of them to gain fans and traction for their career. In the summer of 2017, he dropped the track Riri, produced by Money Music, and it was probably one of his most viewed tracks of all time.
She gotta put in work like Madonna, French bitch, she move coke.
Later that summer, K-Money and Casper dropped their track Ride, and they took shots at Puffy Lz.
Why you running around my city like you got a fucking belt? Skinny Lz, you running so fast that I'ma need some help.
They call him Skinny Lz and mocked him for allegedly running away, and fans didn't know if it was true or false, but people in the streets claimed it was true. It was a big deal because Puffy Lz was the talk of the city at the time. He was doing serious numbers. So these shots that were taken by K-Money and Casper, it was a big deal. We'll say that. It was obvious that being associated with the people in that lifestyle was getting to him. He lost his friend Ano in 2014, and earlier that year he lost his friend NSK. A year later in 2018, him and Toronto lost one of the biggest underground rappers to ever come out of the city, Smoke Dawg.
injured, 2 men killed. Today, police released their names: 21-year-old Javante Smart and 28-year-old Ernest Modekwe, both known in the hip-hop community, especially Smart, who went by the name Smoke Dawg.
That day was tragic. Smoke Dawg looked like he was destined for success, but God knows our destiny and God's the greatest of all planners. Smoke Dawg was killed by 21 Neat, who was associated with press at the time, as they were from the same neighborhood. This death really hit him hard in his gang, as they were absent in their music, their social media, and needed time to grieve and heal from their pain. It was very tragic. It actually changed him forever. This was the moment he stopped dropping as much music as he did before, having friends who were killed, avoiding death, and living a haram lifestyle. He gave it all up and took a long break to return to God. He went through a lot of pain, and there were still rappers who mocked him for it. Rivals such as YG and Top 5.
And Puffy Lz ran to Mecca like it's Alhamdulillah, but you ran not to pray to God. You ran to run from beef. You're a goof.
Even Halal gang's own associates who took shots at him as well. Young Lava from Jamestown and JJ from the Lane.
I'm just Puffy Lz. He's a citizen. Don't tag this guy in my life. He's a fucking citizen, bro. He's a citizen, fam. These are the type of guys that go to fucking tour with the ops to saying they want to smoke with them. What the fuck? You go on tour with them?
Young Lava was on the run at the same time he was calling Puffy Lz a citizen. It's ironic how it all played out. Puffy Lz was mocked for not writing out. Young Lava is currently doing a sentence, and JJ has passed away. After that break, Puffy Lz dropped music again with Young Smoke, who's Smoke Dawg's brother, and himself. He did make some good music. But his numbers were not as high as it was before. His momentum was not the same. There was a lot of more artists within the city, and the buzz of him just dropped. His last songs were in 2021 to around 2022, and he has not decided to release music ever since. I said earlier in the video, Allah's the best of all planners, and there was a reason why his momentum wasn't picking up again. Maybe God just wanted him to come back to the deen and give up music for good, even though he had success and talent. He was obviously talented. He had success before with Smoke Dawg, Moji, and Halal Gang. But Smoke Dawg's life was lost and Moji walked his own path. Maybe it was time for Puffy Lz to just come back to the deen. Music is haram in Islam. It's obvious that Puffy Lz has a different life purpose, and I hope he found it or finds it soon, inshallah, for his own good. The rapper lifestyle is not it, as you're promoting violence, drugs, and sexual content in your music. Or you gotta do that or you're not getting views. Or you gotta write out and, just cause chaos, which is not associated with Islam. Puffy Lz was ridiculed by other street rappers for not writing out and questioned by fans for not making music, but he has a bigger purpose in life. A friend of mine met him years ago and said that he was very humble and a genuine person. So we get comments like that from our own friends. It makes us realize that we gotta respect people more. It makes us like them more, Puffy Lz gracefully exited the Toronto music scene. He was talented, but too much politics and the haram lifestyle led to that exit. He didn't die or get locked up, but we call it a graceful exit. And we're not dissing the dead, we're not dissing dying. Anyone can die any second. Me and you can literally get hit by a car coming from across the street, or we could get hit out by a shootout, or we could die when we're 80. So yeah, I am not dissing the dead. Allah decides when we die. We're saying that we should avoid crashing out. We should do things that give us a longer lifespan, or the chances of us having a longer lifespan. And doing a graceful exit from the music scene indeed gives him a bigger chance, a higher chance for sure. I hope the brother Puffy Lz get more success in his life and everything he's been through, inshallah. And as fans, let's just respect his privacy for the rest of his journey. And yeah, if you enjoy this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Help get this in the algorithm. I'll be making more content, It's summertime right now, but when summer's over, I'm going to be back to work more content,